Let's look at a lesson from Tili Kannada grade 8. The name of this lesson is Ondu Marada Bele and it is written by Dr. Hama Nayak. Mara is tree and Bele is price. So the meaning of this title is the price of a tree. So we all know that if we protect trees, in turn the trees are going to protect us. But nowadays, since we are cutting the trees and doing a lot of construction, the trees are reducing and this in turn is creating global warming. A lot of countries are looking into this seriously and trying to see how trees can be saved. So India also has to similarly follow a path where we have to plan on how to save trees and how to keep growing more and more trees so that we save mankind. But if we save trees, in turn the mankind will also be saved. So this is a lesson which is talking about importance of trees. So let's look at the lesson. ಈಚೆಗೆ ಅಮೆರಿಕಾಯಿಂದ ಬಂದ ಒಂದು ಸುದ್ದಿ. Each is like recently, quite recently, a news that we heard from America. 500 ವರ್ಷ ಹಳೆಯದಾದ ಮರವೊಂದನ್ನು ಸಸ್ಯನಾಶಕ ಬಳಸಿ ಕೊಂದ ಅಪರಾಧಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಅಮೆರಿಕೆಯ ಪ್ರಜೆಯಾದ ಪಾಲ್ ಕೆಲನ್ ಎಂಬುವವನಿಗೆ ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ನ್ಯಾಯಾಲಯ 9 ವರ್ಷ ಸಜೆ ಹಾಗೂ $1,000 ದಂಡ ವಿಧಿಸಿದೆ. So 500 ವರ್ಷ means 500 year. ಹಳೆಯದು is old. 500-year-old tree. So there's a person by name Paul Kellan. He is an American citizen. He used herbicide and he killed a tree which was 500 years old. Herbicide is you use some sort of chemicals to kill a tree which is live. Not a dead tree, a tree which is still alive and growing. So killing that using chemicals is called as herbicide. So this American citizen Paul Kellan, he used herbicides and he killed a tree which was 500 years old. And for this crime, the district court punished him for 9 years of imprisonment and a fine of $1,000. ಸಸ್ಯನಾಶಕವನ್ನು ಮರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಸುರಿದದ್ದು ಗೊತ್ತಾದೊಡನೆಯೇ ಕೆಲನ್ನನ್ನು ಕಳೆದ ವರ್ಷ ಜೂನ್ ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂಧಿಸಲಾಗಿತ್ತು. So as soon as this news, the authorities came to know this news that this person used the herbicide to kill a tree, he was immediately arrested and jailed in June last year. $20,000 ಅನ್ನು ಜಾಮೀನು ಒದಗಿಸಲು ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಗದ ಹೋದುದರಿಂದ ಅವನಿನ್ನು ಜೈಲಿನಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ. And if he had to come out, had to come out of the jail, he had to pay a bail amount of $20,000, which was not possible by him, and so he is still in the jail. ಅಮೆರಿಕೆಯ ಟೆಕ್ಸಸ್ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಹ್ಯೂಸ್ಟನ್ ಎಂಬಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆದ ಘಟನೆ ಇದು. So this incident has taken place in Houston, which is in Texas. ಈ ಕೃತ್ಯದಿಂದ ಆ ಹೆಮ್ಮರ ಅರ್ಧಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಭಾಗ ಸತ್ತು ಹೋಗಿದೆ. And since he put the pesticide, more than half the tree is dead. ಈ 1 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಮರವನ್ನು ಉಳಿಸಲು ಅಗತ್ಯವಾದ ಕ್ರಮ ಕೈಗೊಳ್ಳುವ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಹ್ಯೂಸ್ಟನ್ ನಗರ ಪಾಲಿಕೆಗೆ $1,00,000ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ದೇಣಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ. So within this 1 year, the tree is half dead, only half of it is still alive. And to save the tree, to take necessary actions to save the tree, all the people living in Houston have collected they have donated close to 1,00,000 rupees to the necessary department, to the concerned department who takes care of the trees. Okay. ಆದರೇನು ಮರ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಾಲ ಬದುಕುವ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. But in spite of all this, there is no possibility that the tree can live for long. ಆ ಮರಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಗನೆ ಪೂರ್ಣ ಆರೋಗ್ಯ ಲಭಿಸಲೆಂದು ಹಾರೈಸಿ ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಜನ ವೃಕ್ಷ ಪ್ರೇಮಿಗಳು ಮರದ ಬುಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಶುಭಾಶಯ ಪತ್ರಗಳನ್ನಿಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮರಕ್ಕೆ ದೀರ್ಘಾಯುಸು ಕೋರಿ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So a lot of tree lovers and lovers of trees and plants, they don't want to give hope. They want they are praying that this tree gets completely healthy, and at the base of the tree they have placed good wishes cards so that the tree recovers, and they are also doing a lot of prayers to save the tree. ಈ ಸುದ್ದಿಯೊಡನೆ ಹೋಲಿಸಲು ತಕ್ಕನಾದ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ಈಚಿನ ಸುದ್ದಿಯೊಂದು ಹೀಗಿದೆ. So now comparing to this news, there is another news, a recent news from India, from our country. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಮಹಾನಗರದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಹಳೆಯ ಆಲದ ಮರ. So in Bangalore, there is a very old banyan tree. ಅದರ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಗಣ್ಯ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರ ಮನೆ. So next to that tree is a VIP, a very important person's house. ಈ ಮರದಿಂದ ತಮಗೆ ತೊಂದರೆಯಾಗುತ್ತಿದೆ ಎಂದು ಆ ಪ್ರಭಾವಿ ಗಣ್ಯರ ದೂರು. So there is some trouble or some problem because of this tree. That is the complaint of this very influential, important person. ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಆಡಳಿತ ವರ್ಗದವರು ಈಗ ಆ ಮರವನ್ನು ಕಡಿದು ಹಾಕಲು ಯೋಚಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So since he complained, since he is a very influential and an important person and he has complained that the tree is creating problems for him, the concerned department is now thinking of cutting the tree. ಇಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಆ ಮರವನ್ನು ಕಡಿದು ಉರುಳಿಸಿದರೂ ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯವೇನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. So the author saying, it's just that influential person has complained that he is having a problem because of the tree. But you never know that the concerned department might have even cut it and rolled the tree away. Okay, so the poet is saying, the author is saying, it's not a surprise if they do that also. They might even do that. ಸಾಯುತ್ತಿರುವ ಮರವನ್ನು ಉಳಿಸುವ ಸಲುವಾಗಿ ಜನರು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಮಾತ್ರವಲ್ಲ, ತಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಾದುದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾರೆ. 200 ವರ್ಷದ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಯ ಅಮೆರಿಕ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ. So now he is comparing what is happening in America and what is happening in India. So America is just 200-year-old civilization. And the people there are so concerned about a tree which is dead, half dead. So they are praying for a dying tree. They want to save a dying tree, and they are praying continuously so that the tree recovers. And America has only 200-year-old, it's only a 200-year-old civilization. ಯಾರಿಗೋ ತೊಂದರೆಯಾಗುತ್ತಿದೆ ಎಂಬುದನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿ ಆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಯಾವ ಬಗೆಯದು ಎಂಬುದನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಯುವ ಗೊಡವೆಗೆ ಹೋಗದೆ ಅನೇಕ ಕಾಲ ಬದುಕಬಹುದಾದ ಮರವನ್ನು ಕತ್ತರಿಸಲು ಮುಂದಾಗುತ್ತಾರೆ. 2000 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಗೂ ಮಿಕ್ಕ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಯ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ. So this is what is happening in America. There are people who don't want that tree to die and they are praying and trying all possible ways to save the tree. But in India, just because some great influential person is having a problem and he is complained, the people are not even ready to find out what kind of trouble they are facing. They are not interested to even investigate and find out what kind of trouble that person is facing. But they are ready to cut it. They don't think twice and are ready to cut a tree which can live for many years to come. So this is the mindset of the people who have a 2000-year-old civilization. Okay, so Indian civilization is much older than the American civilization, but The people, the mindset of the people is they are not bothered about the tree, which can live for many years. They are only bothered about the influential person and they want to keep him happy. ಎರಡು ತೀರ ಭಿನ್ನವಾದ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಕೋನಗಳು. So these are two extremely different mindsets that we are seeing. ಆ ಅಮೆರಿಕೆಯ ಜನರಲ್ಲಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಭವಿಷ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಇದೆ. The Americans are worried and they are thinking. They have so much of interest about the future. ಈ ನಮಗಾದರೂ ಇಂದಷ್ಟೇ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದದ್ದು. But what do we think? We just think today is important. I am happy today, that's enough for me. ನಾಳೆ ಅಲ್ಲ. We are not even thinking about tomorrow or our future. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಮರ ಕತ್ತರಿಸುವುದು ತೀರಾ ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾದ ವಿಚಾರ. Cutting a tree is no big deal. Everybody, it is a common thing. Some problem because of a tree, immediately cut it. That is how we think. ಕಾನೂನಿಗೆ ವಿರುದ್ಧವಾಗಿದ್ದರೂ ಮರ ಕತ್ತರಿಸಲು ನಮ್ಮ ಜನ ಮುಂದಾಗುತ್ತಾರೆ. In spite of it being illegal, cutting a tree is not legal. In spite of that, we are always ready to cut trees. ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ ಹೆದ್ದಾರಿಗಳೆಲ್ಲವೂ ಹಾಡು ಹಗಲಿನಲ್ಲೇ ಈ ಕೊಲೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಡೆಯುವುದನ್ನು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ನಿತ್ಯ ನೋಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. So in the highways where they want to expand the road, or places where because of trees there is a problem, even in broad daylight people are ready to cut the trees. So the author is comparing it as murder. We are ready to even murder trees. This is what we see every day. Day to day we can see this happening. ಕೆಲವು ಕೊಲೆಗಳು ನೇರವಾಗಿಯೇ ಬಹಿರಂಗವಾಗಿಯೇ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತವೆ. So this happens openly. Nobody is bothered. If they feel like they just cut a tree, it happens openly. ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೆಲವು ಕೊಲೆಗಳು ಮೋಸದಿಂದ ಉಪಾಯದಿಂದ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತವೆ. And in some places where the authorities are very strict that you cannot cut trees, then they cut it by scheming and cheating. ಮೊದಲು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ತೊಗಟೆ ತೆಗೆದು, so first they'll just slowly scrape out the outer part, like a few branches. Then ಆಮೇಲೆ ಚಕ್ಕೆ ಕೆತ್ತಿ, then they'll start slowly scraping off the bark of the tree. ಸೊಪ್ಪು ಕಿತ್ತು, pluck all the leaves. ಕೊಂಬೆ ಕಡಿದು, cut all the branches. Like this, slowly, with scheming and cheating, they cut the trees. ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಯಾರು ಗಂಭೀರವಾಗಿ ಪರಿಗಣಿಸುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. Nobody considers all this seriously. They don't consider this as a big crime. And it is just let off. People are not bothered. Trees are cut, okay, the trees are getting cut. Nobody is bothered to take any action. They don't have any serious consideration about this. ಒಂದು ಮರದ ಬೆಲೆ ಏನು ಎಂದು ತಿಳಿದುಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಗೋಜಿಗೂ ನಾವು ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ. And we don't even involve ourselves to find out the price of a tree. ಬೆಲೆ ಕಟ್ಟಲು ಮರದ ದಪ್ಪ, ಎತ್ತರ, ಅದರ ಉಪಯೋಗದ ಅಂದಾಜು, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಅಗತ್ಯವೆಂದು ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಹೇಳಬಹುದು. So what does, if you want to cut a tree, they only think, look at the thickness, how tall it is, what are the uses of this tree. So based on this they are able to put a price for the tree. ನಿಜ, ನಾವು ಬಲ್ಲ ಬೆಲೆ ಇದನ್ನೇ ಅವಲಂಬಿಸಿರುತ್ತದೆ. ಆದರೆ ಮರದ ನಿಜವಾದ ಬೆಲೆ ಏನೆಂಬುದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಯೋಚಿಸಿಯೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. So the author saying, yes, this is what people practically do. They look at the thickness, how tall the tree is, and based on that they put a price for the tree. But what is the real price of the tree? None of us have thought about it. Have thought what can be the real price. 50 ವರ್ಷ ತುಂಬಿದ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಂತ ಮರವೊಂದರ ಬೆಲೆ ಏನು ಎಂಬುದನ್ನು ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಯೊಬ್ಬರು ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಹಾಕಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So a healthy tree which has lived for 50 years, what can be its price? This has been calculated by a scientist, and let's see how he has broken down his calculation. ಅವರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಅಂತಹ ಮರವೊಂದರ ಬೆಲೆ 16 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿಗಳಿಗಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಎಂದರೆ ಯಾರು ನಂಬುತ್ತಾರೆ? So the author saying, did you even know that a healthy tree which has lived for 50 years, the price of it is close to more than 16 lakh rupees? Is it believable? Can any of us believe that a tree can be worth more than 16 lakh rupees? ಈ ವಿವರ ನೋಡಿ So now the author is breaking down and saying how they came to a conclusion that a tree can be worth 16 lakhs. So ಒಂದು ಮರ ಉತ್ಪತ್ತಿಸುವ ಆಮ್ಲಜನಕದ ಬೆಲೆ 2.5 ಲಕ್ಷ. So the oxygen that is produced by the tree is close to 2.5 lakhs. ಅದು ಹೀರಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಇಂಗಾಯಜನಕದ ಬೆಲೆ 5 ಲಕ್ಷ. The carbon which it absorbs, which the tree absorbs, the carbon that is close to 5 lakhs. Then ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ಸವತೆ ತಡೆಯುವುದರ ಬೆಲೆ 2.5 ಲಕ್ಷ. And one tree can avoid erosion. It can control soil erosion. And the price for that is 2.5 lakhs. ನೀರು ಭೂಮಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಗಿ ಅಂತರ್ಜಲ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿ ಪ್ರವಾಹವನ್ನು ತಡೆಗಟ್ಟುವುದರ ಬೆಲೆ 3 ಲಕ್ಷ. One tree, it can absorb the water as well and improve the underground water levels. And it also can avoid floods. And the price for that is 3 lakhs. ಆಹಾರ ಹಾಗೂ ಗೊಬ್ಬರದ ಬೆಲೆ 1/2 ಲಕ್ಷ. The fruits and vegetables that we get from the tree and the manure, right? Even when the tree, the rotten leaves, all that which is fallen down from the tree, all that also we can use to produce manure. So the price of the food and the manure from the tree is 50,000 rupees or 0.5 lakhs. ಪಶು ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಕ್ರಿಮಿಕೀಟಗಳಿಗೆ ಆಶ್ರಯ ಹಾಗೂ ರಕ್ಷಣೆ ನೀಡುವುದರ ಬೆಲೆ 2.5 ಲಕ್ಷ. And it also gives a lot of shelter and protection for small animals and insects and birds. That is around 2.5 lakhs. ಇದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಬೇಕಾದರೆ ನೀವು ದಿಮ್ಮಿಗಳ ಬೆಲೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತದೆಂಬುದನ್ನು ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಹಾಕಿಕೊಳ್ಳಬಹುದು. So apart from all this, when you cut the tree and the logs, the timber and the log that you get, wooden logs you get from the tree, that is also, you can include that also in its price. So imagine what can be the price of a tree. ಇದೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಮೀರಿದ ಬೆಲೆಯೊಂದಿದೆ, and there is one price which is beyond all of this. ಮನುಕುಲವನ್ನು ಕಾಪಾಡಲು ಮರಗಳಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲ ಎಂಬ ಸತ್ಯವೇ ಆ ಬೆಲೆ. The truth that mankind will not survive without trees, that is the biggest price. ಈ ಬೆಲೆಯನ್ನು ತೆತ್ತು ನಾವು ಮರಗಳನ್ನು ಕಡಿಯಬೇಕೇ ಎಂಬುದನ್ನು ಈಗ ತೀವ್ರವಾಗಿ ಯೋಚಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. So when we plan to cut a tree, then we have to think, is cutting this tree more important than saving mankind? We'll have to think every time we cut a tree, we have to question ourselves, and if we feel yes, only then we have to cut the tree. Otherwise, we have to try and avoid cutting trees to the maximum possible level. So, this is the price of a tree.